just went through night after night of constant mental pain, of just wide awake, just battling suicidal thoughts. My name's Jackson Shuri. I'm a detective with New Zealand Police, married for 7 years and father to Emma and Logan. So life started getting hard when my wife became pregnant with my daughter Emma. So probably about week 20 of her pregnancy, we went for a 20-week scan, so quite an exciting scan to find out her gender. And it turns out that my wife's waters had broke at that point. So there's a lack of fluid around Emma. So we went from quite exciting to find out what gender Emma was to 3 hospitals later in Auckland Hospital, sort of finding out that realistically we might not have a child at the end of the pregnancy. So from there, what I didn't realise at the time was sort of the trigger of mental health and mental illnesses for me. And we were quite lucky, quite blessed that she was born prematurely and quite healthy, all things considered. So I spent that whole time just battling just emotion after emotion, trying to figure out whether we'll have a kid at the end of it. So once she was born and quite healthy and had a chance to breathe and relax, things sort of unwinded a bit after she was born. And and then things settled down, and I just couldn't work out why I was so down all the time, and the penny sort of dropped after I saw the John Kirwan ads on TV, and my wife suggested I might have been depressed. I became incredibly tired, fatigued, quite achy, insomnia kicked in, so I couldn't sleep. The darkness of depression really caught me, and the only way out I could see was by ending my life. And I am still somewhat embarrassed that I contemplated taking my own life. So it was a year 2016 was quite a stressful year for me. I had a death in the family, which was quite stressful. My second child, Logan, was born, so I had the pressures of a newborn child, and that was a great time of life, but very stressful, a lot of pressure. The reality of living off one income sort of set in quite quickly. Work was incredibly stressful, at times traumatic, and for most of that year I just bottled everything up and kept myself busy. And when I had a chance to relax and unwind, I basically just obsessively considered taking my own life as the only way out, because there was just so much mental pain towards the end of the year. I really misunderstood why people would kill themselves when they're depressed, and I'd hear about people, whether it be at work or on the media, killing themselves because they were depressed. And I always thought sort of suicide was a bit of an easy way out, a coward's option, if you'd like. And as I discovered through my own experiences, it's completely the opposite. It's like a last resort. So what got me through was a lot of good support. I found that quite challenging, sort of putting my hand out for help, just accepting the fact that it was okay to be not okay. So I went down really basic things, like I wrote down most mornings I'd write down things like things I wanted to see. So my daughter getting married, her first day at school, my son's first rugby game, seeing them go through high school, things, just real basic sort of things you take without saying, without thinking. And I actually wrote it down almost daily for a while where I was really struggling, and it really helped a lot because I knew I had something to focus on. That really got me through. And I remember actually one time I was having a real anxious moment. I tried to protect my kids, especially Emma, who's 4, from seeing me like that, and she actually understood that I wasn't well, and she actually came up to me one time and basically said, "Daddy, it's okay," and gave me a hug, and that actually really got me through, just nearly broke me. Hearing those words from my daughter, just saying, "Dad, it's okay, we love you," and just little things like that, good, knowing that people cared. My advice to anyone really is to reach out. There's a lot of help out there in more ways than I even realised, and just to say to someone simply that I think I need help here, and life's worth living and it's worth fighting for life. It's not weak to speak.